Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will discuss about very important modules that are there in ASP.NET Core. And normally, whenever there is an interview, these basic questions are asked because these are the questions that are related to how ASP.NET Core is configured, what is the role of program.cs, how different middlewares are configured. So we will be discussing all those basic questions. Again, some are again advanced versions that were not present in MVC, that is present in MVC core. So let us start the video. So as first question, like will discuss what is the difference between configure services and configure. So basically these two methods, these are placed in program.cs file, and configure service method basically defines a class, so it gets called by the host before configure method. So configure service, again, it is invoked before this all middleware services are invoked. Before that it is done. Configure method is used to add middleware components to the I application builder instance that's available in configure method. So all the middleware through which the full request and response is done, so we use this configure method. And in order to configure method also specifies how app responds to HTTP request and response. Then next normal question that is asked is the dependency injection, because again dependency injection is a very important key that is again by default available in ASP.NET Core. So dependency injection is a design pattern that is again based upon inversion of control method, so between the classes and their dependencies. So whether there is any change in the class or something, so dependency injection, it is inversion of control, so we don't have to bother about what are the changes that are being done in the class, so we can directly use the object. So ASP.NET Core comes with a built-in dependency injection framework that makes configured services available throughout the application. Then very important thing, that question that is asked is the role of startup class, or right now this all code is now put into the program.cs. So again there are two things: it configures the services which are required by the app. So startup class is just check like what all third party, what all services you need to configure, that is there. It defines the app request handling pipeline. So configure service and configure, these are the two important methods that are responsible for configuring all the services and configuring all the middleware through which all the request and response are served. Then the next question will be benefits of ASP.NET Core, because that is the main question why we are moving from ASP.NET to ASP.NET Core. First thing, open source. All the Microsoft other product, they are totally dependent upon IIS. So in order to deploy the application, we have Kestrel, and then we have this IIS also. So again IIS is heavy as compared to Kestrel, so we have to mention this in host, it is in process or out of process. Then we have built-in dependency injection, that is very important thing that is introduced in ASP.NET Core. Unified platform to develop web UI and services. Then lightweight, high performance and modern HTTP request pipeline. Then we have cloud enabled framework, and other thing is like it is cross platform, so you can use it in on Mac, Windows and Linux, so it will work properly. Integration with many clients side framework like Angular, any version you can integrate it. So these are the basically important things that are being introduced in ASP.NET Core. Then just like in other programming language, like if we talk about Node, we have NodeMon, so that monitors, and again whenever there is any change, we don't have to restart the application, it is already restarted whenever there is a change in CSS or HTML. Similar to that, we have this .NET hot reload support. So in .NET we have this hot reload support. Through this, it applies the code changes including the style sheet changes to an app that is already running without restarting the app. So again, you will find all the good things that are there in already existing application like Node.js. So whatever backend technologies are there, so this hot reload is one of the feature that is implemented. Then request pipeline. So again, request pipeline, if this question is asked, again, it is similar to middleware. So we have a pipeline through which a request goes in order to process the request. So we have number of pipelines. So what is the default file that needs to be used? Then the CORS one. So if you want to put the CORS, then redirect. So there are number of middlewares that are there that are responsible, and we can define the pattern, define the pipeline through which middleware will be executing first. So and then which middleware will be executing next. So we have, in order to execute this middleware, we have different methods. Like we have app.run and app.use. So if you talk about app.use, so it basically adds a middleware delegate to the application request pipeline. When we want to pass the context to the next middleware, we use app.use, and app.run is the final one. So if we don't want to pass this request to another middleware, we directly use this app.run. So this is all about basically the setup of middleware, and then how middleware passes the request from one middleware to another where. So we have app.run and app.use. Then we have lifetime also. So service lifetime, we have transient, we have scoped, and we have singleton. So services with transient lifetimes are created each time they are requested. So this comes under transient. Scoped. So services with scoped lifetime are created once per connection. So once per connection is scoped, and transient is created each time the request service container. And we have singleton also, once when first time service is requested. So these are all the basic questions that are asked in ASP.NET Core interview questions. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching this video.